What's going on, people? Welcome to episode 12 of the 00Lounge podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Malik Banks. I'm here with Aaron Christopher and Angelo Green.
We back, bitches.
That's right, motherfuckers. Here to talk about games and other nonsense. Welcome.
Alright,
what's everybody playing?
Shoot. Games for me right now?
Yeah.
It's kind of scared.
I finished Batman. There's nothing else to do, so I've been going in and out of GTA, a little bit of Destiny.
I've been tampering with Bloodborne, Skullgirls a lot. Tried the Street Fighter beta, it won't work for me.
Yeah, I heard there was a big problem with that. They actually took it down for a couple days.
They took it down again.
All they're doing is stress testing, though.
Good luck, Capcom.
Nah, they're stress testing.
Yeah, but you know, like if you do a beta, like all that stuff's supposed to be set up, ready to go. Apparently, there's issues with capacity.
That's the problem.
But they should have known off of that the hype of the game. Like they knew from when they announced it that everybody lost their freaking wagon. So you think people wouldn't get a free beta? I don't know what's wrong with.
This is another example of how devs are failing to launch games.
Well, at least they're stress testing. At least they didn't launch it like this.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess.
So at least they're having a step in the right direction.
You know what's upsetting?
Pay your bills, Capcom. Pay your time to want a bill.
You know what's upsetting? Because Street Fighter 4 had an amazing launch. Like,
it
worked. It wasn't lagging and shut down.
I don't think it's more so that they're worried about that. I think they want to make it better. So they're probably trying different things. Because remember the launch on the PS4 for Street Fighter was bad. It was laggy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when it first came out, vanilla version.
PS3 and
they were great. Like I didn't have any issues with connectivity or nothing, lag.
Again, that was then. This is now.
But
a lot of things change. A lot of games are coming out broken. Look, Assassin's Creed the year before was fine. Assassin's Creed Unity comes out as broken.
That's true.
So
Unity. I'm gonna be honest. Syndicate just don't look good to me.
I mean, I think it's because the concept has been done to death for the last 4 or 5 years.
They need to stop annualizing games.
That's not a game to annualize. They need to come up with something else. Stop annualizing that game. Like I get that's their biggest franchise right now.
But it wasn't, because if you go back, Assassin's Creed 1 sucked cock. It was
but it was like the first.
How did you analyze?
It was the first quote unquote next gen experience because I don't know, you could cling on to certain surfaces and the animations were. Yeah. So I mean,
it had its qualities that made it a good game.
I think Black Flag got popular. To me, Black Flag was the okay one.
I think Black Flag was the pinnacle so far of this. Yeah. That's to me, but
like the whole pirate setup was cool, graphical animations was cool, but they just went backwards since then. So
I've been playing a lot of mobile games.
Yeah, not every game needs to be annualized.
Yeah,
stop chasing Call of Duty money.
Yeah, I mean shooters like Call of Duty's annualized. Sports games are always like that. But that's because rosters and shit are always getting upgraded. Even though technically that just takes an update through your consoles.
Speaking of shooters, guys, Halo 5. Have y'all seen the pro tournaments?
Yeah, I've seen.
I read about that.
That shit looks great. Like the new finished product after beta.
I'm happy to hear you say that after years of hearing you bitch about.
But the game's still not out yet.
No, that's undeniable after seeing it. Like you already know what you're getting.
Like they're
playing the beta.
They're playing it.
But everything that I complained about from the beta,
they've addressed.
I seen the tweet just from the people playing it. The thrusters timing was shortened. There was less. The bloom on the DMR was bare to none. The guns look balanced, and the pistol, for God's sake, is a worthy weapon now to use. The Spartans didn't have a bad movement speed with run or without run. You get what I'm saying? Like it looked clean.
Yeah.
Headshots were registering. You get what I'm saying? Like it just looked overall like a good Halo game without the gimmicks.
Again, I don't trust no game yet. No game now that don't come out first.
Well, as long as single player works for me, I'm good. Multiplayer, I'm gonna play, but I'm excited to see the game. I can't wait to come out. Listen, shut up, all right?
Spank your ass again.
Listen. I'm gonna get my picture down out of the wall, Shane.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
If I gotta cut your thumbs off to do it, I will do it.
Sad part is I'll probably beat you with my chin.
Listen.
Trash.
Listen. Shut up.
Getting straight from
I don't know. After Master Chief Collection, son, it's a wait and see.
Well, Master Chief Collection, despite it being broken for a long time, it was still good. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, again.
Like, as a game, in a whole, it was still, it's just, you can't have launches like that. And I'm sorry.
That's my point, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's on 343. I've never seen nothing like that. That was...
except Unity, which was bad, because that was 2 launches in the same year.
It was worse.
It was worse for Halo because that's the definitive...
And it took more than 6 months for them to fix it.
That's the flagship. Like,
yeah,
that should be spit and polish.
No, but
all the way through.
Like
there should be no issues.
That's like the new thing for
that's the golden child of Microsoft, and you just you just.
And it's even bad that they actually shipped it like that, and they knew it had these problems.
Yeah, I don't know,
and they still decided to sell it to people.
I just trying to move Xbox One units and trying to play off nostalgia of the game and still get it out anyway.
Yeah,
thinking that they can fix it in a short amount of time. I think that was the plan. And I think it just, every time they tried to rush to fix it caused it to hurdle.
Causing more problems.
Yeah. And that was really, I think, what the issue was. And I kind of detoured the players who was actually going to be on the Xbox One now kind of hardcore because of it. And it was a bad time to have a feel like that with Destiny having such a strong pull. It's just like, they should have waited at least or clean these problems.
Well, I don't know, man. Destiny's content was so scarce by the time that came out, but it was done with it.
But it still worked though.
It definitely worked. It was smooth as shit.
Even if you didn't have anything to do, it still worked.
It was good. Is that still one of the most played games?
It is.
That literally has some of the most hours in game history.
For a game that's been out a whole year, people are still playing.
It's gonna be a slow burn.
And this Taken the King expansion is gonna restart it because Jesus is that content. Like, like anybody who's complaining about content can't complain no more. Like,
but it's 1 year.
You're spending a lot of money.
1 year too late. Yeah, especially $40 on the expansion is 1 year too late, son.
Yeah, you're spending a lot of money, but you're gonna get a whole nother freaking game for the most part.
But basically, you spend $60 on a game, $30 on a DLC for anybody who had the season pass, same price. So that's $90 already, and then another $40 on this. So that's $130 to finally get a full game.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It is, but a lot of people feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pick it up anyway just to see what it's about. I hate being like the person who talks about games and don't play it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't see myself spending money on that. Not after
you're gonna get it from me anyway.
Nah, but it's gonna be another alright, I'll spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes on it, then call it.
You're not gonna do that for that expansion.
I mean, I want to play it. Like, it's a good game. It's just there needs to be more to it, and like I can't do a grind. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't want to grind.
The grind is not what bothers me. More so that we created these worlds, but you really created
maps.
Yeah, these map packs. Like they're not worlds if you can't explore them. I mean,
yeah, the game lacks a lot of exploration.
Like it may be open, but it's really open corridors.
I don't think loot chests in the game was really worth picking up at all.
Loot chests, you didn't even need to touch a chest in that game, so you got nothing from them.
That's what I said. Like they were.
Like you got a light orb or
no, you got whatever the currency was.
Yeah, a mote of light or a freaking coin, and called it a day. Like that was it.
Yeah, maybe some.
And who cares about this 0 to 9 now? Like the dude sells the same shit every 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He got Gallahorn sometimes.
Yeah,
the greatest weapon.
No, but it's like with the armor and stuff. Once every 3 weeks, it's the same shit.
And Thorn, okay, those weapons are legendary and they will go down in history. All right, everybody knows what a Thorn is. You can't meet a Destiny player and they're not afraid of that gun. Like,
I think that game should have came out maybe this year.
Nah,
like I think they rushed it.
Nah, because then I would have been depressed. My whole Destiny took up a lot of time for me. Like it did. So
I don't know. I played it from probably when did it come out? It came out in September, right?
Yeah.
I think I played it from September to like the middle of October and it was finished.
Yeah, I play it every now and then. Like it's a good time waster. Like I try to go back and build up other characters.
Then again, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because you guys know I love RPGs, so. And shooters to me just get boring, especially when it's a grindy shooter, which even makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Because then it just makes me look at the shooter even more. And it's not like it's Borderlands. Borderlands was a better grind.
Well, it has some more intense combat, more action packed, like a lot of jumpier, and it was more critical damage. Like you had builds to it, like that were really different from one another. So I think that's the only
Yeah,
way
and
that
everybody kind of did the same thing in Destiny. Everybody wanted, when multiplayer wanted to be a hunter, and
Yeah, the hunter was like,
it was
man,
just
OD.
It was that game was so unbalanced when it first came
Those
out.
dancing blades.
Actually, I don't.
And in terms of classes, not the weapons.
I
unbalanced.
feel like that, and then I don't. Like, cause I feel like every class has just something so busted about it. Like,
not Warlock.
yes, they do. Sunslinger is the cheatiest thing ever when you have the certain weapons on it.
That's now, not if they
even
rank
before,
those weapons.
if you had a Suros on a Warlock with the regen, and come on, like, dudes would be shooting at me and getting their health back. Like that, and getting this shit. Like, come on, man, you can't get better than that. I watched a guy tank 3 people with just because he was Warlock. Health, armor, health, million people getting the whole bars back. Like, it was retarded. Like, I'm sorry.
Warlocks are still way underpowered.
Crazy.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But speaking of multiplayer games, let's go on to Gamescom. Metal Gear Solid. I can't wait to play that. The multiplayer.
That's coming next week, bro.
I'm gonna lose my mind on the multiplayer.
September 1st. Well, the multiplayer is not launching.
I should look for a mom and pop that's gonna break streak date and get that game so I could chill all weekend playing it because it's gonna come out on a Tuesday.
And you can probably have it by Friday.
I not too long ago came on vacation, so hopefully I can.
You can probably get it on Friday.
Hopefully I can get a mom and pop to break streak date.
Yeah, we can't tell you where we're gonna get it on the podcast. Got some snitches out here. All right, for all the snitches reading this podcast, you know who you are. Don't cry.
We ain't gonna stop the game because those are the snitches.
How do you guys feel about Deus Ex? Looks cool and bad at the same time.
I didn't get into the first one. I don't know much about it. Like, it looks exciting. I know it's like
the first one was great.
It was like I guess a PC game back in the day. Everybody, it's like one of the.
It's a PC style game. It is.
It's like a cult classic from back in the day.
But they made it on console. It was good. Like,
Deus Ex?
Yeah, they were good. It was stealthy and well-written dialogue, cheesy boss battles though, and like really good choreographed scenes. Right. Like it knew how to. It played off itself very well, but things that made it bad was it had a certain level of repetition to it. Stealth sometimes was like almost impossible for certain things. And like the controllers felt weird sometimes
because it's more of a point and click game.
Yeah,
it's a PC style set of games,
but
it'd be easier with a mouse and keyboard.
As a game in an entirety, it was cool. For that gen, the graphics look great. The guns over recoil though. Like I said, it was a good game, man. It was a good game. I couldn't complain much. I'm interested to see how they improved upon it. Yeah. They had a lot more potential than the first one had. Yeah. But we're interested to see. Did Rockstar anybody announce anything at Gamescom?
No, Rockstar no.
You know they secretive, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna see
Rockstar probably at E3 they'll announce another.
You're not gonna see any. Nah, they're gonna release a video. Like, they kind of do their own thing. Like, they don't really do events.
Well, it's gonna be around E3. You think they're gonna announce it earlier?
I don't know. I think. Well, if I can remember.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Like, usually around April they do a trailer or something like that.
It could be that. It could be another.
It could be something else. It could be an expansion for GTA Online.
Nah, it could be an expansion for GTA.
I want there to be an expansion for GTA Online. Like, to me, I think it's still dope. Like, you just add on to it.
What are they gonna do?
You still waiting for that San Andreas?
It's not even San Andreas. It's just another area. I don't know. Vegas,
New York City,
New York. I'd love to go back to New York. Next gen New York. Dope.
Yeah, they can really copy and paste off for new textures.
I'd love to be able to fly to different GTA cities and get them online. That'd be
that
dope.
never happened.
I wouldn't say never, but it'd be difficult.
They ain't gonna do it.
Flying for a long ass time.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It'll be another.
It'll just be
another 15 years.
It'll be like, go to the airport and press this button and then it'll just load.
Yeah, right? It'll load screen, like Destiny's load screen, but you'd be on like a plane.
Yeah, it'd be a fake like AA, just suspended. That'd be kind of it.
Yeah. So Gamescom, first game they showed was Quantum Break.
I didn't get to see Quantum Break.
You didn't see Quantum Break?
No.
Honestly,
it looks dope.
Maybe to you.
Yeah.
To me, the whole time stop thing.
To half the planet.
The whole time stop thing, and then the movie tie-in. From what I heard, I already read about the movie tie-in. From what I read,
yeah,
it's just like cutscenes that is just like already acted out.
Yeah.
So depending on, I guess, your choice or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's already like pre-done. It's not because I don't know. It's just
it's like you watch, you play the game, and then the in game you watch some episodes of the TV show.
That's kind of cool.
Have fun watching another Metal Gear.
Right, I thought it looked like Max Payne mixed with Infamous. That was my thoughts from what I had seen. It looks dope.
I don't know. I guess it's a wait and see too, because to me,
I mean, everything's a wait and see.
Yeah.
But it looks dope. Like I'm definitely gonna buy it. Definitely gonna buy it.
what else did they show?
Crackdown 3.
Yeah.
I love Crackdown. Like,
I know, man.
original Crackdown.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like,
Crackdown was dope.
I didn't like 2 at all. There was nothing I liked about it.
No, it was basically the same game with the different city skin and zombies.
It was
the exact same game.
It wasn't. It was too mashed up to me. Like, it just didn't. Like the camera perspective was horrible in that one compared to the
vehicles was horrible.
To the other one.
No, it was the same game. Like, it was the exact same game.
It didn't feel the
exact same. It felt the same to me, except they had like some areas of the city were destroyed. Like, again, they just remapped it. Same game.
It felt terrible.
Do you think the 100%?
No, it was terrible.
Do you think the 100% destruction is gonna work?
Yes.
Yeah. You have too much faith, I think.
I think you have too little faith.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I have no reason to believe
what they show in a closed circuit environment is
Hello?
what's gonna happen outside.
Yes. Alright, I'm coming in. Alright, guys, carry on the conversation. I'm back.
Yeah. But I don't know, man.
Did you see the destruction video?
I saw some of it. Like, I saw like literally 30 seconds. I don't know. I don't have too much faith in it.
To me, the graphics look like crap. It looks like the same game from last gen.
Nah, it looked a lot better. It was a lot smoother. It was a lot. Like I said, I wasn't man. The view wasn't mad pulled out to try to make it look prettier. You know what I'm saying? But
but they didn't even show like a close up like that. Like, to me, it didn't look good. It didn't look like high. It didn't look high res. It didn't look.
But yet again, every Xbox game you just stated, you just didn't care. Like,
no, it's not even that.
It didn't look good.
You didn't see Quantum Break. To me, it doesn't look interesting.
I mean, that game, it automatically didn't interest you because it's not an RPG, and you don't care for shooters, like any type.
But it's not really. It's like more like an action game.
It's still a shooter. It's like Uncharted. You don't even care for a game built like Uncharted. Like, it is what it is. So every game that we talk about like that, you're like, man, you know what I mean? You can't do that. Like,
everybody's gonna jump on it, but I
would keep it on this. It doesn't appeal to me that much either.
It really doesn't.
The story looks kind of.
This game is being made by the original group that wanted that whole movie, like, entertainment center kind of console. And it's too late to change the game now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, the game as itself looks cool. The story doesn't seem like it's going to be something that pulls me.
But games like that, you need a good story. Like, Max Payne had a good story.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I like the first one.
Let's be honest.
Max Payne had a good story.
How? Max Payne had the typical generic story. Max Payne's story
But back then, it was good. You got to think about when it came out.
The PS1, 2, I mean.
Back then, the story was good. Like, it might not fly now. It's like 10 years later, probably. Like, you really got to put that in perspective.
I don't know. I lost all respect for Max Payne, and then after the movie. Did you see that movie? The movie was terrible.
Well, that was that.
That movie wanted to make me hit an old woman. Like, it was so bad. So bad.
Some movies are bad.
Why was he seeing demons and what? That had nothing to do with Max Payne. Like, what is wrong with these Hollywood producers? I want to know. I really gotta know.
I don't know, but again, I don't judge movies off of games.
That movie.
No, because that would be like judging Resident Evil off of Resident Evil movies. Like, you just can't do it. Like, you just can't do it because those movies, for the most part, they make no sense.
No, they don't. They don't. I mean, hey, who's Alice? I still want to know who's Alice.
Yo, I swear they're gonna tie her into the game soon. They have no choice.
Look, podcast. Somebody tell me who's Alice. Not from the movie, from the games. I want to know who Alice is. I don't know that bitch. I've never seen her in any of the games.
I'm telling you, they're gonna tie her in, and she gonna be like some unbelievable character that just somehow works. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna work.
If you really think about it, she's like Goku. She has clones like Naruto. This is an anime character. She has superpowers like freaking Goku. Like she's super strong, super agile, super this. She made somebody's nose bleed with her mind at the end of like the freaking second movie. Like
she's Akira.
Like what's up with that? Like she's too much and she can't be stopped. Like she pretty much kicked Nemesis to
death. But she's the only person. Well, besides guy.
How do you give Nemesis the hands?
Who actually was able to merge with the T guy?
Like and then let's not even go there. Let's talk about Wesker now. I don't care, guys. For real, this is how you know.
Wait, no, hey, it's the same Wesker from 5.
This is how you know Japan is freaking lost. All right, Resident Evil pretty much had a realistic story, right? And then they came up with Wesker, right? How?
Oh, Wesker was cool until after 3.
No, that's what I said. And then after 3, they came up with the new Wesker, right? Now, how?
My man started teleporting.
Let me just ask you guys a simple question. Somebody answer it for me. How does fusing the few viruses together make you turn into smoke? I don't understand that shit. There's no virus in the world. Like he poofs. Wesker poofs. Like
you know what the thing is? I think he slows down time. He runs really fast.
We talking about the movie or we talking about the game?
We talking about both. He like that
in 5 he was teleporting.
So he's basically Superman at this point.
In 5 he was teleporting.
We were just saying that. We talked about the Resident Evil games. What's up with that? What's up with Alice? Who is Alice? Who is that? I never seen it in the games. I never even heard of.
Yeah, I told you. Let me ask you a question. When you played the very first Resident Evil, who owned the mansion? They never said. But now in the movie, who owned the mansion? Alice and her husband. That's where they lived. Everything happened.
But then in Code Veronica, no, it's Umbrella who owned the house.
But they lived in it.
And then in the Code Veronica, they introduced the Ashford family. It was supposed to be this family behind Umbrella Corporation.
So now I'm thinking that they're going to tie in.
We'll see.
Alice to the game.
I doubt it.
Now, because we were talking about Quantum Break and a tie-in for the movie, since you left and came back. And how a lot of games are doing that. So, like...
Well, the only other example I have of them tying like a movie into a game is Defiance.
That was bad.
Yeah, and it supposedly didn't go well.
Defiance didn't go well because Defiance was a loss. It didn't know what it was going to do.
Defiance, I don't think the people who made the game had any clear vision of what they wanted that game to be.
Yeah.
They had a vision of a concept.
No, they had a concept, but they didn't have a clear vision of where they wanted the game to go.
Yeah, and that's what kind of ruined it. Because the game has so much potential. That game had like unlimited potential. Like, and they just poorly delivered it to such a point where I was still been playing Defiance.
That game was the worst. And I'm going to be honest with you, I played a lot of them. The worst MMO I ever played in my life.
You didn't level up.
How is it that I can start a character today? Aaron could have been playing for 6 months, and we are like the same strength. That makes no sense. You played for no reason. Just to get cosmetic armor. That it said you needed this level like 3,000 to equip it, but it was the same strength as the level 1 armor I just found in a box.
No.
Like, it made no sense. Like, it was pointless. And then everything was so laggy. The dungeons was like...
Yeah. Boring.
Matchmaking was horrible, like, to get people in your party for the dungeons and stuff like that. Like, everything was just so badly incorporated with each other.
The show went on for a while, though, right?
Show's still going on.
Show's still going on.
Interesting.
Aren't they doing a Resident Evil 2 remake?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a remaster.
Capcom shut down the people who, regular, like, fanboys made a Resident Evil 2 remake. Or announced that they was making one.
Yeah.
And Capcom shut them down. Because they have their own Resident Evil 2 coming out.
Is it going to be like it's a touch-up like how they did the one that just recently came out?
I have no clue. Because Resident Evil 0 is also getting remade. That's coming out soon.
I don't know why you're doing that, man.
So, the first one just good?
Yo, too many remakes, man.
0 got remade already.
I'm talking about Resident Evil 1.
No, but 0 had gotten remade already. Once.
Did it?
Good.
So that.
And now it's being remade again. And then remaking 4.
That's my favorite one. They can remake that.
4?
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to milk it now.
They are milking it because Resident Evil failed so hard on 6. So now they ain't got no ideas left.
They gotta go back. They are like the remake king right now. Alright, so going back to Gamescom.
Alright.
Talk about Crackdown, talk about Quantum Break, Scalebound.
I didn't see anything on that.
Yo, what's going on?
I didn't
So basically, it's like an action RPG where you play as some dude who has a pet dragon, an AI controlled dragon, that you can take into battle with you and destroy shit. I thought it looked dope. It's a dope concept, and it's multiplayer.
I know
Where
that.
You, me, we all have our own dragons, our own
Unique
characters.
dragons?
Unique dragons.
I'm gonna give you two things we already spoke about what I don't like about the game already. One, seems like they copy and pasted Dante and a dude from Infamous. I'm dead ass.
Right.
Like he talks just like the dude from Infamous, but he looks like the dude from Dante. He looks like the dude from DMC, like DMC, not real Devil May Cry, DMC, the whack.
Yeah, you talking about the Dante.
I'm talking about 16-year-old didn't hit puberty Dante.
Edward from Twilight. That's what you're talking about.
But he talks just like this dude from Second Son.
Okay.
Right? And then I don't like that rectangle thing that you gotta aim to give the dragon commands. I don't like that. I would rather them just have you switch from being the human to the dragon.
But the whole point is for the dragon to have
The AI control.
So then just let him control himself then.
No, but you still issue commands. They're trying to establish like a relationship with the character.
But it kind of pauses the action.
It does.
How so?
Because you can't
If you
aim
watch
and
the
shoot at the
video-
same time.
No,
If
you're
you
not
got a
shooting.
big dragon, you just go, yo, go get him.
And that's another thing I didn't like. Every time you point and said that, he goes, hey, go over there. Hey, go over there. Hey, go over there. Every single time.
What is it supposed to say?
Every single time. Maybe it's just a little complaint, but
What do you want him to do? Get him to stop dragging. Like, it's the same crap. Like,
yo, watch the video. It's every.
Man, how much game dialogue is repetitive in most games? You know, they're not gonna like.
That's a little too. That's a little too. Yeah, a little too there.
I don't know, game dialogue is getting pretty good, man. Banter and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like if
really
like games like that got banter all the time, like
What,
Dragon
demo?
Age and stuff. Like,
The demo.
That's true. It was a demo.
but you know damn well, if there's one thing we know about demos, they reflect the end game side.
Not all the time.
For the most part, they
Not all the time. That's one thing I can agree. Not all the time. But I think sometimes they do.
But
do reflect.
all in all, what happened?
So they did a horrible job.
Yeah, they always do. But I don't know. The multiplayer aspect is a wait and see because they didn't show any of it.
Yeah. Well, they alluded to it in the trailer.
No, that's what I'm saying. They didn't really show how it works.
How you guys feel about Dark Souls 3?
Well, again,
Yeah.
you don't really see anything on it, really. Not much, anyway.
It looks so fast.
Well,
It
it looks like an in between Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne.
Yeah, it was so fast.
An in between, but
When he did a roll, I was like, whoa, Bloodborne, and the monsters were so huge in that game. Like,
Yeah, they look dope.
yeah,
that's what they said. They're gonna have bigger monsters this time around.
yeah, they were so like dope looking. Did you see the one with that big head in the
They just
shadow?
came out of the shadow like
Yeah,
that.
yo, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in
Yeah,
like
it was
any trailer, like a monster animation.
That shit was dope.
Yo, I was like, yo, you gotta fight that?
Bad atmosphere in that game.
Yo, I want to play it. I want to play it so bad. When is that launching?
Well, with Dark Souls, man, it's probably gonna come out in March, April.
God, teasing my life.
Think about their Dark Souls 2 came out when May,
Yeah,
right, for PS4, but Bloodborne came out in March.
yeah.
So you got to in between that time somewhere.
It was very Dracula, like freaking Bloodborne. Like it was very gritty. I like the how it looked. And I think that was the darkest tone one I've seen yet. Like it looked really.
I just know whoever was playing that guy in the trailer was dying a lot.
They got a lot on.
For some reason, yeah, every time they show that game, the person who plays sucks.
Well, you know they're gonna show like this is the
difficult.
game. It's daunting, man. It's challenging.
I don't know, man. They made it seem like Bloodborne was gonna be that juice. I spanked that game. I still spanking that game.
I destroyed Bloodborne when it first came out, son. I destroyed it.
There was this times like I think the hardest thing in Bloodborne is the challenge dungeons.
They are. I just wish they was longer. I don't know why they were so short.
And then I realized that the challenge dungeons aren't really even that hard.
They're not. They're not
Because-
hard. Certain areas, like when you run
Yeah,
into
certain spots.
when you run into like the dude that looks like a little wizard and he got the two fire dogs.
Yeah,
Most of the time he's hard because he's grouped up with mad other enemies in the room,
yeah.
and you know he gets fire magic, and yet there's no fire magic in the game. So
Yo, I watched a video, speaking of Bloodborne, the other day, and, like, where people think entrances to the DLC is gonna be. Like, doors that I forgot even existed in the game. Like, tunnelways, like, that they were, like, already programmed into the game that maybe is there for future reference.
That game is not having no DLC.
Yeah, and so, what are you talking about? They already announced DLC for it. Like,
When? I haven't heard about DLC for Bloodborne. It's been almost a whole year, almost. What? It's been 6 months. No announcement of no DLC.
I'm gonna Google it for you. I need you to see my phone.
Not that I've seen.
Like, yeah, they already announced.
I've heard nothing about DLC for Bloodborne. I didn't even think Bloodborne got an update in the last couple months.
Nah, you got an update recently. Well, it's supposed to help multiplayer, like
stability,
power level, and some shit like that.
Well, people start power leveling people, bringing them into challenge dungeons and shit.
Yeah,
and supposedly getting it a DLC before Dark Souls 3 release.
I don't know. We'll have to come back to that because I ain't hear nothing about that. And I search video game news every day.
There's a lot of news that I'm checking right now.
But what else did they show at GDC? Bunch of indie crap.
Gamescom.
Yeah, Gamescom, sorry.
Gamescom.
Yeah, GDC.
Let's talk about Tomb Raider.
Games Developers Conference.
How'd you guys
This is Gamescom, that's it.
How you guys talk about Tomb Raider? That's the one.
Not interested.
Really? I ain't either, honestly.
I like it.
I've never been interested in Tomb Raider like that.
Nah, I used to love the old ones. Tomb Raider 1 and 2.
You know what it is? I played the remake for it, the new one, and it really got me passionate about the series.
I don't know.
Seeing Laura in that perspective before she's like the world's
you know what I want to see?
ever.
Nah, I want to see. I need them to go back to actually raiding tombs and having.
That's why you should have watched this one.
Yeah,
it was really all raiding tombs.
Back to that
in this video. It was all raiding tombs, bro.
So the only thing I've seen in the video so far was when she was climbing on the Siberia mountain. That was it.
All they showed was this dungeons. You know what got me mad? Because I didn't see any action in the trailer. I was like, wait, what are you doing this one? You just
and then I don't know. I want her to go back to
working her way through a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like I want to see more, but I want to see more in-depth puzzles. You ever
They
played the old ones? Like the old ones?
You have to watch it.
Yo, you got to figure out a lot of things.
Some time can pop out a door.
Yeah, like a bunch of crazy shit used to happen in the old ones, man. Like you open this one door and there's a giant door and a fucking giant T-Rex come after you. Like that's what I want to see. That's Tomb Raider. Like she's not supposed to be going through no forest and killing humans. Like
they're trying to update the character a little bit.
I mean, as you really think about it, you're going to undead tombs for the most part. How much trouble are you really going to have in a newer, more realistic setting and full?
But I guess that's why I don't like it. Because it went from being like kind of fantasy-ish to being more realistic.
Mm-hmm. But the new one had its fantasy elements. Like the last one, pretty much, they couldn't get off this island that they got shipwrecked on. And it wound up being because there was a real sun god named Himiko that wasn't allowing anybody to get off the island. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, but there was no puzzles. Like
there were,
like,
but there was
like a little thing here with a torch. You go over here, like a little thing with a torch. I played the game. You like a little thing over here with a torch. Like that's really what it was.
Nah,
that's really what it was.
There were, but they weren't long. Like that's what made them feel.
And then the tombs was like one room.
Yes, that was the problem. They weren't very long.
Actually, are like tombs are not these elaborate. Like real tombs are not these like elaborate.
No, but that's the thing. In the old Tomb Raider is like. You find like this underground tunnel, right? You go through the tunnel, and then it'll open up into this big thing. It's a freaking pyramid.
Yeah.
And then you go through the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? That's how Tomb Raider was.
But inside a real pyramid, it's not.
No, that's why I said fantasy, and now this is more realistic.
Well, I guess.
You know me, I'm a fantasy type person, so like
Indiana Jones when he uncover something, it'd be like a small little room and it opens up to a big giant room. They can take a little bit more leeway with that, but for what the experience they were presenting, I think it was a good step in the right direction for a reboot.
We'll see. I mean, more games need to get rebooted.
I think some games need to get booted, period.
like Resident Evil, I'm a fan of zombie games, so like I want that game to get rebooted, not remade and not remastered. I want it to get rebooted, and not no Resident Evil 6 shit because that shit was trash. Yeah. Like I want it to get rebooted. Like I want a survival horror. Like we just watching that video of Until Dawn, right? Why can't Resident Evil look like that? But you're like a Stars member. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's not the direction they want. They want action-packed cinematic games.
No. Make it action-packed. I'm not saying make it with the control scheme. Make it action-packed, but look like that. Like, you see how it was kind of
view,
open?
the perspectives.
He was in a big room.
You wanted horror perspectives.
Yeah, it's a survival horror game. It's not a fucking action game.
Yeah.
Resident Evil is not an action game.
But I think it's stale at this point. They tried something new. They thought was working. I don't know if like roundhouse and zombies is an effective strategy in zombie outbreak, but okay.
I'm a human. I shouldn't be able to punch bricks. I'm sorry. Like,
no, you're talking about with Chris at Redfield, the number 5 at the end. I'll never forget.
Neil was punching.
He started. We're gonna YouTube that later. He started punching a boulder. Like he couldn't push it, and for some reason, I guess Chris punching it helps the boulder move away where you need to go.
That's about right. That's how physics works.
son, who punches rocks, son? Who punches bricks? Like,
this is like one of the biggest boulders I've ever seen, and he just started.
And then Wes could teleport in, like, nah,
and
son.
he started moving. Like,
so you played Resident Evil 1 through 3. You loved them shits, Baka.
Yeah,
we both did.
Yeah.
Till this day, I'm
sorry, 4 did it.
No, 4 was a good control scheme for the game, but 3 was the end of the story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it should stop.
That was the end of the story. That was the end of the good Resident Evil.
They were just trying to
I don't care what anybody says.
But 4 is literally known to be one of the best games that ever came out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's because people like that gun shit.
It wasn't the gun. 4 was solid, man. You have to play it. If you haven't played it, then
They took out all the puzzles from that game.
That's not true. You see what I'm saying? You haven't played 4. That's why people liked it. It had a new perspective on Resident Evil game, but still felt like a survival horror game. If you played it, then you would know that that game was freaking riddled with freaking puzzles. It was puzzles just to open up a door.
Still don't matter.
Like,
Bottom line is the story ended with 3 though.
Probably should have. I mean, I think the Nemesis system was kind of dope.
That's what I'm saying. That was the end of that. Son.
I think that was kind of
Then they came out with the evolving plant monsters and all kinds of dumb shit that don't really care.
Yeah.
It went from being zombies to being plant monsters. Like,
Three hit locations on enemies.
and then
Yeah,
like this little plant comes out and it opens up to a big plant monster. Like, what the hell is that?
Ouroboros. And you get it right. You get it right.
It's a plant monster.
Ouroboros. Like,
It's a plant monster, son. Los Plagas.
there you
It's
go.
a plant monster.
Just Cause
Hey.
3. They
Alright.
showed that Gamescom, B.
There
It
you
looks
go.
alright.
Play that game, B.
It looks alright.
I want to play. Yo, did you play any of the Just Causes?
He doesn't like sandbox games.
No, I do.
Games.
What have you played?
Certain ones.
You play Just Cause.
Yeah, I was looking for these to play Grand Theft Auto, man.
That shit was dope. It's Grand Theft Auto 3 or
3. I said I was first. No, I played 1 and 2.
But you don't.
But I was one of the first people to play 3.
Just Cause though
that shit was dope.
looks freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You could do too much.
That's what I like that. It's just like how when Crackdown first came out, man.
You could do way too much.
You can do everything except fly, pretty much.
I played Crackdown 2.
Mm-hmm. Crackdown was dope.
It was.
I don't know. I played it to death with Baka. He knows.
It was so much fun.
We used to
man.
play it all the time.
That's why.
But
it was fun.
I think it was good for them. Honestly.
Play Just Cause, right? All the stuff that you can do in that game. You have like so much freedom in that game.
And there's possibilities.
But it's just like, isn't it just like Far Cry?
No.
It had. That's what
Only thing it
Far
has in
Cry.
common is that there's an island.
Yeah, that's what Far Cry wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it looks alright.
Oh.
So the fact that you can grapple onto anything, like he grappled onto one of those explosive canisters after having shot and launched him up in the air while he was riding it and shooting at other dudes on the ground.
Yeah. No, I like how they were using the you can use the grapple hook as a way of propelling yourself on with your wingsuit. Like that's crazy. Like that's ingenious. Like
We was watching that video together.
why Batman never did that? Like that was like
Because he's Batman.
like
Well, no, you can now. You can do that.
but
He don't need to. He's
don't do
Batman.
it
He
the
just
way
gotta
that I-
jump. He just jumped. He's
So
Superman
Batman,
at that point.
I think Batman has secret superpowers. Like,
Fuck. He says it in every episode. I'm Batman. That's all he needs to know. Like, he's Batman, so he can do
he
everything.
has secret superpowers.
you ain't tell nobody. Like
You're gonna see him in a new movie. Can you bleed? I think so. Like, he's Batman, so he make anybody. He do anything. He gonna make Superman bleed. Something Superman never done before.
Yeah, I want to see that. If Superman bleeds in that movie, my ticket,
Superman's gonna bleed in that
my
movie.
ticket is gonna be so
right now.
worth it. Like,
Why? Because Lex.
You gonna see his hands grow green? Batman's hands grow green, and he's gonna snuff the shit out of him. Lex Luthor gonna send Bruce Wayne an email like, "Yo, son, I think he's weak to this green shit."
He's gonna tell you, I got this rock. But I don't do that. It's a different rock.
how is Lex gonna email Batman? Does Batman have an email address? Please let me know.
Batman.com. Batman.com.
He has his own website. He don't even need an email address.
Exactly.
He has his own website.
The Dark Knight Attacks at Yahoo.com. It's ridiculous, guys. Like, for real.
Bat-Over.
But Just Cause look good. Have you guys played Fallout Shelter? Most addictive game.
Haven't played it.
That game made millions already. I heard.
Yo, it's addictive.
I said they made like 100 something
I
million
can't help
games
it.
already.
Have you put money into it?
Yo, have I wanted to?
Don't.
I took.
Yeah, if you put money in, I'm losing respect.
Don't support games.
It's like Candy Crush, but with face Fallout paint jobs.
Don't support games like that.
I wanted to. It was 99 cents.
You sound like crackheads.
It was 99 cents.
The game was free.
I was able to get a Sentinel. 99 cents.
Oh, you bought something?
Nah, could have.
Oh, alright.
Think about it.
Don't get no Sentinels, dude.
Yo, $5.
Don't do it.
Leave them Sentinels alone.
You want to save that $5 and get
man, my
some
shelter,
DLC.
my shelter got
DLC.
my shelter got rad roaches, man.
Yeah.
I need help.
So you got some raid.
I need some help.
The rat rose is not big size.
Get a flamethrower.
No, there was so much scary shit in that game.
Fallout 4.
Look great, man. I don't care what nobody says. If you say anything bad about it, I'm
an avid Fallout fan. Honestly, they need to upgrade the graphics. I'm sorry.
Yo, as I started to see it more, it looks good.
The textures are horrible.
No, it's not.
It doesn't look good.
It looks good. Like, no, you know the videos we were seeing is bad. I saw some like really good videos, like high res videos in the game. I was like, yo, this game looks good.
Well, then they need to post a video on like the PlayStation app or something.
Yeah, no, you will see it. Like,
because give me water. From what I saw though, horrible textures in that game.
Not at all.
But again, I'm gonna buy it and play it because it's Fallout. Like if you don't play Fallout, you're a loser.
And the weapon crafting and that shit, my god. But what's it called? Like, the game looked great. Like it looked great. Like I can't say nothing bad about Fallout at this point. And I waited so long for it.
Yeah, Fallout 4 has been.
Fallout is the game that made me heavy. Like that's it. I'm playing RPGs all the time kind of game.
Man, you know me. I'm playing RPGs since
that's a lie. That's a lie. Sorry, podcast. That's a lie. It made me a heavy open world
Western style
RPG player. Right? Yo, I don't care what nobody say. When I first played Fallout for the first time and I got out of that vault, I was in utter amazement. Yes. Like, but just because I thought how they did this desolate, dry, random land, like. If you never played Fallout before, you had no clue of what to expect, and you just walk in and you run into a death claw. That's the coolest thing that you could possibly do.
I'll tell you right now.
I played the original Fallouts where it was 2D side.
You did? Yes. I heard those are the best ones.
This is like back in the Duke Nukem days when Duke Nukem was 2-dimensional. We played on my uncle's
Fallout 1 and 2.
computers.
I heard was the best. I didn't get to play them because I don't like PC style games. Like I can't do them.
But yeah, like you said, to go through the tutorial, it shows you how to walk and your baby. Like, it was just
so cool. Like,
yeah, again, game had a lot of atmosphere, and I'm all about that.
Yes.
Well, you like sandbox games
like,
now.
Yeah, like, like you're immersed in the world.
Like,
and the world has character and depth. And the location, like that, the first time I walked in that train station, those vampire dudes.
It's so cool. Like, yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yo, things like that was... Yo, the first time you run into your first fat boy, oh god. And you nuke the super behemoths.
Yo, this is big, son.
I never did find all of them.
It's the greatest. Nuking the super behemoth. I didn't like the ones that they did in New Vegas, the night crawlers, the ones that turned into...
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. New Vegas was trash.
I didn't play it.
It was bad.
To me, it looked like an expansion.
They took out all the fantasy elements again, like all the super mutants. They was in there, but they was different. Like, all right, you remember how the super humans was like, the super mutants was kind of like
Rare?
No, how they was like actually like mutants, and kind of like dumb, and they just had big guns, and it was like, and shooting you. Well, in New Vegas, they was all smart, and they was ninjas, and all kinds of shit. I was just like,
the Night Stalkers.
Yeah, they was fucking ninjas.
Yeah, they were weird.
I was like, how you got a super mutant ninja?
Yo, but
if they would have made him a turtle, like
that scene where you had to go down to that vault and they were invisible. And you didn't know, and you first get down, you get mopped out.
Yo, I did not like that, son. I did not like that game. Like I told you when we was playing it, I was like, yo, this shit is trash.
I like things of it. Like I thought that one had some of the best side costumes and armors and stuff in the game. Like some of the weapons was fire in that.
How'd you take out the Brotherhood? Others?
They didn't take out the Brotherhood. They took out the armor.
No, they did. All you did was quest for them. You really didn't like.
You could get, but you could get power armor and all that. But you couldn't get the evil people.
Yeah,
you couldn't. They were like extinct in that game. I don't know why. Like,
but yet it was the same time frame.
Yeah.
So it made no sense. That whole game made no sense to me. I don't know. It was just weird. Fallout New Vegas to me was just weird. And then you had you was fighting like it was like the Bloods and the Crips, except with the Chaos and somebody else. Like
you talking about the Raiders?
Yeah, the gangs. Like they had gangs.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to Fallout 4. I'm not looking forward to the house building bullshit.
I want to do it.
I don't want to craft nothing.
Nah, you get to build your own settlement. I think that's dope.
Why not?
That's some more shit for me to worry about.
No, because I think it's going to be more that's going to be your main settlement. That's the place you always
go back to. But they said all of that stuff in the game is super optional. Like, you don't have to do it at all.
But to be a completionist, I'm going to probably do it.
I'm gonna build the shit out of the house. And
I'm going to put tons of landmines around my shit.
Yep.
I just want the biggest gun possible and destroy it.
I just wish you could, since this whole internet thing is like I guess a requirement nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I, like, if Aaron's building a settlement in his game, why can't I go visit his settlement? No, just go visit his settlement. Yeah, or join his settlement with my character.
Again, that goes back to co-op, man. I love...
No. We don't have to play together.
I love co-op games.
But if I'm on his friends list and I own the game, my character should automatically be ported to his settlement.
Should, but...
I think you should be able to see your friend's settlements. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think you should be
able to I might not be able to interact with his world and kill his NPCs, but let me walk around his settlement.
I think that would also be a good thing for Fallout and a bad thing for Fallout. Like,
nah, but do it like this. Like, don't make it so intricate where I can go in your world and stuff, but if I want to visit your settlement, like, I'll load into your settlement, and whatever weapons you may have crafted or whatever, like, you could, like, automatically for sale, and you put prices, and if I don't have that weapon yet, maybe I can go to your world and buy it.
Like buying with bottle caps, like other people's crafted.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool. But
like, why can't I do that?
I see what Baka means. I think it's a good concept for Fallout, but it has to be done a certain way. Like,
there's no point in me building my settlement if it's pointless.
It's not pointless. I think that's gonna get that's gonna have some game-breaking things to it. Like, I'm gonna put my settlement in a place where I can make the most money for people who run into attack it.
But that's if that even has an economy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Fallout has an economy like that.
No. That's for you to buy stuff and sell stuff.
No, I'm talking about, like, forget what we're talking about. I'm talking about, like, when I get that game and I build my settlement, I'm gonna wait till late. I'm gonna wait till not late. Like, I find out, like,
all the pieces and stuff.
One cheaty part where I could put down turrets and stuff and just wait till it spams that one expensive enemy and just do that, man.
That's if it works like that. That's that. We don't know if the settlement's only gonna be in one area or if they're gonna let you put it anywhere in the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know much about it.
That's true.
Just don't want to have to worry about building shit.
Well, since we're on this podcast, I just want to ask: is anybody excited for Call of Duty? Let's be honest. Let's say what every game is.
Not really, but it's more like going through the motions.
When was the last time anybody was excited for Call of Duty? Like, that's
excited for Advanced Warfare.
I was excited. I was excited for Advanced
Warfare. I think the last Call of Duty I was excited for was Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I like Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
That was the last one I was excited for. And now it's every year, so it's just like, oh, another year, another Call of Duty, same shit, different day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, now it's kind of like, you know, it's like, I didn't get Ghost, but I got Advanced Warfare.
I don't think anybody got Ghost.
I'm probably going to get this one. It's like I'm going through the motions.
Yeah, but Call of Duty's like, alright, November 14th or 16th or whenever the middle of the month is, because that's always when they drop it. Like, alright, that day, I have to go buy Call of Duty. That's what just everybody's on everybody's mind. Because that's what happens every year. So it's not even like you don't even need to be excited. You don't even need to see that E3. You don't need no beta or anything.
Yeah,
it's just something that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's like the baseline game experience that everybody has to have every year.
It's like if you want to play a shooter, that's the game to go get.
It's kind of like Thanksgiving. You know, you're going to have turkey.
Yeah, exactly. Or like people watch baseball on Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
it's just something you have to do.
That doesn't excite me. And every time
Madden used to be that. You used to have to buy.
Yeah, no, exactly what Baka said. It used to be Madden. Back in the day, 95, 94, all the way up until damn near till Call of Duty came out.
Yeah,
it used to be. Why do you think Madden is annualized like that? Like it was the only game back in the day that was like that.
Yeah.
Madden and then like an NHL game or something.
Madden, baseball, and NBA.
Yeah. Nah, NBA wasn't even annualized until I think around Dreamcast.
That's when it became important.
Yeah. No, that's when 2K came out. Before that, those games was not coming out every year. They was coming out like every 3 years.
No,
every
basketball,
2 years.
no. Live came out every year.
Yeah. They stopped making live though. That's all they did.
Live was
Live
trash.
and whatever 989 Studios used to make.
Live was trash. No, but there was a bunch of different basketball games.
Live
back then.
was the thing until 2K came out, and then that shit destroyed anything anybody else was talking about.
Because live was always bad. But Madden was the go-to. And even Madden, like they was making so much money they went and basically bought the freaking NFL license. Now nobody can make football games.
You can, but it just can't be.
You can't have no real names in your games. So what's the point of making it?
You gotta call him Tebow Tim.
Nah, you gotta do like what they did with Michael Jordan. They call him MJ.
Mutant Football League.
Yeah, like don't that's why nobody does it. That's exactly why nobody does it. But now that actually hurt the NFL license because now Madden don't really make that much money no more.
Madden makes that money.
No, it doesn't. Madden does not sell well
as much as it used to.
It does not sell
stupid
nothing
money.
no
They
more.
still make stupid money. Trust me. It's just not as.
Nah, because if you pit like let's say Madden against NBA 2K numbers, it doesn't even compare.
That's because the quality in the games is different.
Yeah, I mean, 2K kind of improved a little
Every
bit.
they go ham.
As opposed to
Madden
Madden, where it's just
Madden
like,
gets worse.
It's the same. They just try different shit. Now they're trying to nickel and dime you.
Yeah.
With microtransactions.
But they know they can get away with it because it's the only football game on the market.
And when 2K does microtransactions, they do this shit well. Like my player trying to up stats to get them on official teams.
Yo, so you see coins. I saw was it $2K or $2K coins?
Yeah, 2K coins. Like,
no thank you.
It's getting bad like that. And then like it's kind of weird because basketball is multi-console, but you have football right now. Well, football multi-console, but then on PlayStation you only got baseball. You got no baseball games on freaking Xbox. I don't think.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, MLB. That's just.
No, MLB. That's PlayStation. That's it. As in terms of like official.
But there's one that beats all one of them. Nobody really talks about it. FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA's.
Well, FIFA's another multi.
FIFA is just scary. Nothing like
microtransactions.
Nothing makes as much money as FIFA.
Nah, you know why? Because all right, we're big on football.
That's big around,
right? Baseball's kind of big in certain places. Basketball's big only in certain places. Soccer is big everywhere. That's the difference.
Them guys make so much money that people don't even talk about them. Like, FIFA, they make $1 billion again. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the one franchise EA got on Smash.
Yeah, that's the one sport where they use World, like in their main championship match, like World Cup, and it actually is the entire world, not like how we do it, where we only play against ourselves and we call it like.
Yeah, see that's actually the problem. Like you know that, right, Bob?
Yeah.
That's actually the problem. Like the NBA, everybody just plays here. Baseball, everybody
in the
just
world.
plays here.
Only play niggas from Detroit.
But in soccer, they only have one team per country. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have one team per state on almost every sports thing we have.
Man, well, Jersey don't got nothing except for the Devils.
No, Jersey got the New Jersey Nets.
No, they're not anymore.
Oh, no, now it's
Brooklyn took them.
Well,
Brooklyn came with the gun and was like, give me a basketball team.
It's not really the New York Jets.
It's the New York Jets.
No. It may say New York, but where's the stadium at?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It does, but to me, it does matter. Where do you play? Where do you play every week? Oh, we play in Jersey.
We rent a timeshare out there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just everybody just wants New York in front of their name. That's all it is.
Jets rent space out there. That's it.
But anything else you guys looking forward to?
I mean, the holidays coming up.
Halo, Metal Gear. I want to see what's going on with the PlayStation experience. If they're gonna do some Morpheus stuff, I really, really want to know what's going on with Morpheus. I mean, to me, that's the next experience, man. Like that's the next.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next
step, and I'm excited to see what that looks like for console gamers. You know,
I want to see how that works everywhere. Like, I want to go to movies and experience.
Yeah, I mean that would be that. I mean, it has unlimited possibilities if they could pull it off.
If they integrate it with just videos, like in general, it's gonna be great. Period.
Yeah, like I want an updated movie experience. I mean, I feel like I had.
I mean, they have D-Box, which is like your chair's motorized, and
Nah, you don't need all that.
Depending on the scene,
if you get too much,
I get what you're saying.
If I feel like laying on my bed, and then it like makes me feel like I'm sitting up.
Yeah,
like that's like the ultimate experience right there.
Yeah, things like that. I think that would be so cool. Like Interstellar, it has a feature for that, right? Like for when VR actually comes on. Yeah, and they literally designed the movie where it's like you can look around with perspective view, you can see the background or whatever. Like that's the coolest thing. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, and I want to see how that is like as a movie goer experience. To be in Fast and the Furious, to like feel like I'm inside the back of the car, and they just
most movies would never do that because that'd just be too expensive. They would have to shoot every movie from every 3D angle, like from every 360 degree angle.
You use a 3D camera. You know, they have those. Like like a panoramic 360 degree camera. They have the technology to do it. It's just if, like
people want to go.
What's the point for the extra added expense? And
that's what I'm saying.
If VR catches on,
I'll pay more for it.
I mean, I guarantee you, like TVs, they'll latch on to anything that'll make people buy more shit.
I'll tell you right now, so porn's gonna be real big.
Porn, listen. First of all, I don't think porn can afford. Well, they can. It's for certain stars. Not every porn is gonna be in Oculus VR. Like they don't protect porn enough. Porn is too free at this point.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if it's just movies in general that are compatible. You could just put that joint on and just watch porn.
No, I could definitely.
Everybody gonna do that.
Everybody's gonna watch porn on video. Like, don't touch nobody's keyboard if they got an Oculus.
Don't even touch somebody's visor. Yo, they're not even gonna be able to aim.
Hell no, son.
Like,
son, it's gonna
their glasses gonna be stuck to their face. You can see if people go to the doctor.
It's gonna be bad, son. You see a lot of
trying to pull them shits off.
No, it's gonna be a lot of dudes walking around with pink eye. That's gonna be a telltale sign.
Put up myself.
It's like it's just like when PSP came out. It was PlayStation Portable. It was portable, bro.
That Pornhub got you. That's what happened.
Pornhub, son. Like
XNXX.
It's gonna be the same thing.
Right.
But honestly, this holiday season for me, since I'm an RPG lover, I got like 5 or 6 good RPGs coming out.
There we go.
So I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy camper. That's all I know.
I mean, I think this October, like for pretty much this September forward.
Yeah, for me, that's what I'm saying. For like me as an RPG guy, I got Disgaea, I have Tales of Zestiria, I have Divinity: Original Sin, Persona, and then the Lost Song, Sword Art, Lost Song.
It's probably more than that.
No, and then you got Dragon Quest Heroes. That's what I'm saying. Like there's so many great JRPGs coming out this next 5 months.
No, but let's not even talk about just JRPGs. Like if you look at the list of
games in general,
this is the season.
But everybody forgets and they only think
this is a big season. Like there's a lot of really interesting titles coming out. Like I feel like before it was the same ones. Like for the last few years,
it's always the same because you always know.
You know what you was gonna get.
Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Forza. All these annual stupid releases.
You knew what you was gonna get. Like you knew you was gonna get Uncharted. You knew you was gonna get this. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew you was gonna get a Batman. You know what I mean? Now it's just like, okay, I just got a Metal Gear shit.
And a Fallout.
Yeah, I got Halo.
Shit. Which I think is going to be like a serious game, which I think we should seriously consider doing some video on is Super Mario Maker. That's going to be...
That's another game that's coming out.
A bananas game. Yeah. In September it's coming out.
Is it? September? I thought it was December.
I thought it was September.
Well, we gotta look up that release. I swore I seen Christmas.
But it's hard. You see, like the Wii U kind of kills itself. Like, can you do Twitch over the Wii?
Nah.
You see what I mean? Like that's
you gotta contact Nintendo, ask permission.
But I think that's another thing. Like You
can't do no you plays on Nintendo games.
You can't monetize it until after Nintendo and YouTube get their cut.
Yep.
And I think you have to sign up to be like a Nintendo partner or something like that. And
hopefully they change it now that
they're not changing.
They're going under new management.
They're not changing it. I mean, I hope Miyamoto gets the top position.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets the top, things might change.
But again, like, I don't know how much power he has in that respect.
But Mario Maker looks sick.
Yeah. Mario Maker looks good.
So, but like I said, for all you JRPG fans,
I saw another game. I forgot what the hell it was called. It was kind of like Minecraft.
September 11th, Mario Maker.
September 11th. Wow, who's gonna
Really?
put down the blocks?
Yeah, it's my brother's birthday, actually.
Really though?
Yo, you know what's dope about Mario Maker though?
Birthday ever.
Yo, you know what's dope about Mario? You can pick the first stage. You know how the first block was a mushroom?
Yeah.
I could put a little Zelda sword and you get it and you turn it to Link. It's so dope. You can even turn it to Sonic. They added Sonic to the mix.
Yeah, they completely own that dude by this point.
Son.
Hey, let's talk about the what's it called game? The Pokken.
Wow. Pokken tournament?
Pokken tournament?
It looks dope.
I couldn't see it.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Go hit yourself. Looks great.
I told him it's
Them
Street Fighter Pokemon, son.
I'm sorry to say this Pokemon is fucking each other up. Crazy.
Yeah, son.
does it have a tie into the DS?
No.
No.
It's a straight fighting game. It's an arcade
all
fighting.
Pokemon available?
No, it's mainly certain
All the fighting types.
and like
most
attack type Pokemon.
Yeah, attack type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like you gonna see Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan.
The only Pokemon I thought was really odd, two of them, was Pikachu and Gengar.
But
Pikachu was wrecking shop though.
Pikachu was breaking shot.
You gotta do Pikachu. Like,
You have to.
Yo, if you have a Pokemon game and you have no Pikachu, you have no Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like Pikachu is like he's like Mario
And Gengar's a
for
fan
Mario.
favorite too, so I can see. But that's one of the most acclaimed Pokemon as well, Gengar.
But even if you have all those Pokemon, there was no Pikachu.
No Meowth.
People would boycott you.
You didn't care for Meowth.
Nah, but he was the man.
Like Meowth was funny to watch on the show where he was on like a I've never seen Meowth in somebody's six.
Charizard's a different Pokemon.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Pokemon game without Charizard,
yeah, you're gonna
see
it. And right now, the most popular Pokemon is Greninja, so he's gonna be in everything.
Yeah, Greninja's definitely gonna be in the fighting game.
Greninja, Blaziken at one point.
That makes me want to play Pokemon again.
Yo, you have to look at it, and the graphics for Pokemon too.
Nah, it looks dope. I saw a couple of screenshots.
Why does the game look like that?
But why can't they turn that game into a Pokemon universe?
Exactly. Like, because the way Pokemon set up is like an RPG now at this point. Like,
that's what I'm saying. No, it's an RPG.
That's an RPG.
And it's just going to epic ass battles like that. Like, that's how I feel. Like, epic ass battles like that.
No, not even that. Why can't they just use those graphics and make a Pokemon World for Wii U? Like, I don't get it.
For Wii U, Wii U can handle that. Like,
it could.
It crash and burn and cough.
They could do it. No, you don't understand. They could definitely do it.
And X seems like it's going to be pretty powerful.
It's not that. They don't want to touch Pokemon as in terms of a franchise.
I would believe it if NX is the platform I understood it to possibly be.
It's going to be.
It's the console. It's the console and the handheld together.
Put it this way, they already from what I read, from what I gathered online.
I heard of early rumors. It's a lot. It's an app city.
No, from what I gather online, they're trying to do it without no optical drive.
Download only through
this
the
drive.
Nintendo store.
There's not gonna be no disc drive.
Yeah, for Nintendo that makes sense though.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be a download heavy. It was supposed to have like a Play Store.
How cheap Nintendo goes with their hard drives? It ain't gonna work. Wii U, most hard drive they got 32 gigabytes.
They might compensate.
Games take up like 2 at the most.
But that's now on a next gen console. They're gonna be 35, 40.
This seems pretty powerful, son. The system is looking. Like,
I gotta review the specs.
Yeah,
there's no specs for it.
No. From the games that they're talking about, that's gonna be on NX. Yeah, they're not.
It's gonna be just like a PS4, Xbox One. So
that would be the smartest thing for them to do.
But if that's the case, they need to drop the 2 terabyte. Because if you have a no disc drive,
they're not dropping 2 terabytes.
They're gonna drop one.
Then you ain't gonna be nothing.
They gotta give you at least one.
They're gonna give you one.
I mean, even so, still, like their games probably not gonna be as big as Nintendo's. I mean, third party.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he's right.
But
third party games.
They're still gonna drop 1 terabyte. We all know that.
If they do x86 if they keep it consistent to make it
If
easy
they
for
want
devs,
a pure digital console, you can't drop with only 1 terabyte. It's not going to work.
But the way they feel,
1 terabyte could work.
It won't. If it's a digital only, it won't work.
this is why they should.
Because consoles are pretty much digitally only now because you have to download the whole entire disc into
But it compresses it. It wouldn't be like a whole file.
It
You just download it.
doesn't really compress.
It's like, all right, look at what game right now? I think it's Witcher 3. I think it's like 60-something gigs already.
Yeah.
I think it's up to with all the updates. Every time it updates, like 6 gigs.
They don't compress that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, even if I had a 2 terabyte on my PlayStation,
But
still
with,
go like
as
one.
many Nintendo,
But
Nintendo got third party, right? Think about it like this: Nintendo drops a lot of games themselves.
Yeah.
Now, if they went and got third party support, like how PlayStation and Xbox got third party support, you would have no room on your console.
I don't know. By October, I feel like that's all gonna and no matter how much room you have on your PlayStation, it's gonna be running out.
But they
so
need to.
be what you playing.
What they really need to do is stop with the gimmick controller. Don't make $100 controller.
Or you could do what some people do, like
I think they want to do no optimal drive to keep the price down.
Yeah, Jordan's Pops, he has a 3 gig in his Xbox One and like a 6 gig in his PS4. Like he did it himself.
So yeah, you can open it. You can do it.
He did it himself. And I seen it. And I seen him change it over. I seen him switch the information, try to get one. He had to take every item he had on PlayStation 4 one by one over to his.
That's mad tedious.
Yeah, one by one. And
Why?
he's mad.
The PlayStation hard drives are interchangeable. You just keep whatever's on one and keep whatever's on the other.
Well, however,
You just take it out.
However, he had to do it. The files.
The Xbox one, he might have did that with.
No, it was the PlayStation one. He had to do it one by one.
He should have done it. He should just kept that hard drive separate. Whenever he wanted to play that specific game, just switch the hard drive. It's just been that easier.
Nah, that seems like popping in and out hard drives. That seems more like a risk than anything else.
Yeah, data corruption, man. That's the worst.
Yep. Hard drives are not as secure as you think they are. So trust me, I know.
Yeah, but to transfer like, let's say, how many games? Well, let's say 10, 15 games.
Do it all one time and take a bigger drive. We're almost at time. Yeah. All right, so that's what we're looking forward to this holiday season. Pretty sure we got pretty more podcasts coming up. PlayStation Experience is happening. Paris Game Show, I guess, is happening. Metal Gear is coming out in a week. So
A week from Tuesday.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about whatever else is coming out. Super Mario Maker.
Add me at
When is that coming out again? September what?
September 11th.
That's 2 weeks from now.
Got
Yeah,
it.
so you got to blow the dust off your Wii U. I'll bring the game.
Alright.
Add me
We'll
at
have a play here.
XR3V X Nasty IE, spelled with an IE. I will definitely be twitching the crap out of Metal Gear. Alright, so I'm letting you guys know now. And potentially Mario Maker through a PC or something if we could do it.
Alright, yeah, we'll figure that setup out. Alright, this has been episode 12, 00Lounge Podcast. Come see us over at 00Lounge.com. I guess my Twitter is at Hanzo LaForge.
The Ninja one.
Prophet NYC.
Yeah,
You never know.
Yeah, but that's it. He got it right.
No.
Alright.
No question.
Alright. It's been a good one.
We just lost like 60 girl followers.
We are out.
You can't talk about women, please.